This video is dedicated to the amazing spiritual experience I had during the last night. During the last several days, I have noticed that my awakenings at 3 a.m. started to appear again on the regular basis. It's not a new thing for me, but it stopped for a certain period of time, and now during those last several nights, it became really intensive and uncomfortable. I would wake up at somewhere around 3 a.m. and I would just lie in my bed and feel awfully frightened without actually being aware of what frightens me. I also felt some sort of an anxiety and restlessness. Well, for these feelings, I could rationally find some grounding in my everyday life, such as facing the crossroads in several aspects of my life. I remember I have read somewhere that the 3 a.m. is the darkest time of the night, when the dark forces are the most powerful. Since I define the darkness simply as the lack of the light, I didn't consider that explanation as entirely adequate, as the only dark force I'm truly frightened of is the one that I'm carrying in myself. I searched through the YouTube for some topic-related videos, and I found one that completely resonates with me. The author of that video explains that the 3 a.m. is the time when your soul is, the most revealed. So if you wake up at 3 a.m., then your soul has something to say to you. The soul usually calls us to become aware of some unauthentic parts of our lives. For some of us, it might be unsatisfying career, unfulfilling relationship or friendships, health or physical appearance issues, and so on. We all have to find out for ourselves which part of our lives suffers from the lack of authenticity. As it is always just the material manifestation of the lack of the authenticity. The authenticity is the manifestation of our original vibration. Due to the influences of this material 3D world and its low vibrations, our original vibration is polluted and seriously decreased, which we observe as feeling tired, depressed, anxious, angry, irritated, overweight, sick, unsuccessful, addicted, and so on. So me being awakened at 3 a.m. is nothing but me being warned by my soul of the unauthenticity detected at some parts of my life. Since right now, and this is not an easy thing to admit, even to myself, I'm in a position where I'm still in a pleasant and easygoing, but emotionally and sexually drained relationship with non-twin flame partner. I do not have to worry too much about my finances, but yet I'm not manifesting abundance. I can clearly notice some improvement of my physical appearance, but problematic condition of my skin and the certain level of pain connected to the stiffness of some parts of my body are clearly showing that my life is not the reflection of the high vibration. Therefore, my life in those parts is not the reflection of my authenticity. Now we come to, in my opinion, a very interesting part. That video made me think. I knew even before, I knew how things were even before watching it, but I took them a little bit more seriously after hearing that my soul is actually trying to say something to me. And I'm always very serious when it's about my soul. So the main question was how to increase my vibration in order to at least get closer to authenticity. And as always, I reach for the endless knowledge exposed on YouTube. I found some videos about vibration and manifesting, but the only thing constantly repeated was increase your vibration. Okay, I tried and no effect. I tried to feel happily in love with my twin flame. I tried to feel rich and creative. I tried to feel beautiful and full of self-confidence, and guess what? It didn't work out for me. It was fake. What took place was just me trying to convince myself that this is how I feel. No wonder it didn't work. If I know it's not true, it's not true. Period. The Virgo mind won't let himself be played for a fool. Then an interesting thought popped up. I remembered the book Woman Who Ran with the Wolves. While I was reading it some 10 years ago, I was really impressed. Not that much with the content, but with the impact it had on my soul. I used to read it, and although it seemed very simple and not even that interesting to me, somehow it spoke directly to my soul. I had no idea why I was actually reading it, but it made me feel deeply calm with a hint of feeling of mystery and magic. And I just adored that feeling. I believe this was the one way of me feeling the scent of my authenticity. So somewhere in my mind, and I'm not sure even if I was aware of that, the answer came up. Skip the mind and talk directly to the soul. That was it. The way to the higher vibration and authenticity was not through my mind, but through my soul. The mind was the troublemaker all the time, and it was all about how to shut it down for a while. Okay, we need it in an everyday life. But the soul was the one who was trying to disperse that mental and emotional fog in me. From the early age, I knew that the music was the best meditation for me. Like if it could transfer me momentarily from this world to some other spiritual dimensions, where I could feel wild, free, fulfilled, loved, and everything else. At this point, I still didn't have a plan to use music, but the universe sent the answer even before I had time to set up a question or request. Like any other evening, somewhere around midnight, I lay down, ready to fall asleep soon. And what can I say? At 1 a.m., I was still awake, listening to the music I usually listen, and with zero chances of falling asleep anytime soon. All of a sudden, I decided to search on YouTube if my favorite singer had any new songs. I have to say that I never liked her new songs with a modern sound and production, and I preferred the old-fashioned songs in which her voice was fully exposed in all its beauty. But the last night, or this morning, I decided to give a chance to her newest song. What can I say? From the moment I heard it for the first time till around 5 or 6 a.m. when I finally fell asleep, I heard it like not 10 times, but 100 times. It was love at first listening, which, by the way, is a very rare case in my life. This song was exactly what I needed. The sound, the words, the video, it all made me feel like if my twin flame was so clear and so realistic. Like if we were standing by each other in this exact moment. Everything was so real. The place where we were, the scent of the winter in the air, the touch of the cold wind on my skin. My body was so real, like if I was right there in that dimension where this was the reality. And the feeling, I felt so complete, fulfilled, playful, so alive in that imagined body and that imagined world. I felt everything was the way it should be. Then I realized how my authenticity would feel like, what my authentic life would look like. And in the bottom line, I realized no authenticity, no twin flame. No twin flame, no authenticity. But this morning, I awake after only 3 to 4 hours of sleep, which is usually not even the half of how long I can sleep. But I was completely rested, refreshed, full of energy, with a clear idea what to do and when to do it. I momentarily knew I want to share this beautiful energy with you guys. I want to tell you to never ever give up on yourselves and your twin flames. That love is the greatest thing the universe could give you. Fight for your authenticity in this world and take care of your divine masculine or divine feminine. I sure am going to do so. I'm sending lots of love to all of you. Have a beautiful day and the bright night of the soul.